Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is October the 23rd, and I have a question that I like to go ahead and answer because I like answering the questions that I get from viewers. Okay, and that question pretty much is centered around: have I ever been at a time where I just didn't want to actually trade? Or I just didn't feel like trading for the day, or for multiple days. I guess I could say there's two parts to that: yes and no. For the most part, there has not really been a time to where I feel like I personally don't want to trade because I don't know, I'm kind of drawn to my computer screens, drawn to the charts, whatever the case is. But yes, there are also times where I feel like I just don't need to be trading. Okay, so it's kind of a two-part thing there, and I can answer that. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably experience the same thing. Sometimes you just may be in a situation to where you can't trade, for instance, or you just maybe possibly do not feel like trading because of things that are going on, in your environment, whatever the case is, at home, your office, wherever you trade from. But for me, for the most part, like I said, I'm always wanting to trade. Sometimes I'm out and about and I just feel like I need to rush back to see what the market is, what's going on in the market and see if I can get into a trade. But I don't rush my trades though, but it's just I want to get back in front of my charts, because it's just once you gain a passion for something, regardless of what it is in life, if it's a hobby that turns into a business or that I talk about sometimes in videos, you just become passionate about it. It becomes a part of you, and it's something that you just kind of want to do each and every day. You feel like you're missing something if you do not do it when you wake up or throughout the day at some point, whatever the case is. So, yes, I'm going to answer the first part, and that is the only time I'd say that I don't feel like trading is when I get up in the morning, whatever the case is, and I'm just absolutely not feeling well. Maybe I'm sick, I have some type of illness, whatever the case, something going on with me to where it's just like it's taking all my energy from me, and I just can't really bear or get myself up to get going in the morning, whatever the case is. And when you are a parent, say for instance, and you have children, or whatever the case is, you have to keep going regardless, because even if you don't feel well, because you got little ones or loved ones you got to take care of, and you may have to get them off of school, and there's just sacrifices we make as parents to where we have to, regardless of how we feel at the end of the day, have to keep pushing through. So that's about the only time I'd say that I, been in situations or times, it's a cycle, because every single year we all get sick, we all catch a cold, common cold, or the flu, or whatever it is, we just got through COVID or whatever the case is, and we've all been sick at some point, whatever the case is, in time. But again, like I said, I mean, me being a parent, I have to really push through things, and that comes with the territory of being a parent. But sometimes, I may get back to the house, whatever the case is, or wherever I'm at, and then I will just kind of just lay down, because I'm exhausted, whatever the case is. And during those times, my mind is really not on trading, because if you really think about it, if you are exhausted, you're sick, you already feel like you're already not feeling like doing much of anything but lay down, and that's the best thing to do. You need rest for your body to kind of heal, to get back to a point to where you can do the things you need to do again. It's called going through that re-energized state or process to getting yourself back healed again and better again. So yeah, that's just, for me, that's about the only time I would say that I just don't feel like trading, is when I'm just sick or ill, because I'm not only is my body, drained physically, but mentally I'm drained as well. And when you're sick, or it does cause some type of impairment on your mind to where you may make mistakes and not be able to think clearly, whatever the case is. And a lot of you guys probably can, agree with what I'm saying in a sense, because if you're working a full-time job somewhere, you're working a job for a business or for an employer, and you go to sick, you go to work and you're not feeling well, how does that, I guess, stand in the way of you performing that day, when it comes to your job? You're just not the same person in a sense, you got to take a step back, and you may have to call out, or call in and say, hey, I'm not feeling well today, I'm sick, I need to stay home, or have just a day to kind of reprieve and get your body back in, back in feeling good, or whatever the case is, and get your spirits back up. Because, I've worked, had employers before, and there's times where I was just not feeling well, went to work, and I said, man, I should have never came in today. And we all feel like that. And it's the same thing when if you actually trade for an actual living, there's no difference, because trading is a business, and you have to treat it like a business. It's like your 9 to 5. You have to make an income. So you go to this, you sit down in your chair, you go to your charts, you're looking at your charts, you're trying to trade. It's a business. It's the same thing, But it can be mind altering when you're not feeling well as well. And I would say during those times, step away from the machine, from your charts, and have yourself some me time to kind of, get your strengths back up, to heal yourself again. So that's probably about the only time that I'll say is when I'm sick or I'm ill. Other than that, I'd probably say if I have family that's come in and visiting, whatever the case is, and there's just too much commotion going on, to where I'm really not able to focus, because you have to. I don't know about you guys, but I have to be 100% focused on what I'm doing. People ask me the question all the time: how come do you ever live stream? Do you ever go live? No, I don't do that. Why I don't do that? Because I need to be 100% focused. It's tough enough, making video content for you guys, as well as engaging in the Discord, and the Discord community is continuing to grow, and I appreciate that. But it's tough enough having to respond to tons of questions through comments, whether it's on YouTube or DMs that I get, whatever the case is. I love the questions, don't get me wrong. It's just that when you already have a lot going on in your personal life, and then in your professional life, meaning, my trading and things like that, and then trying to continue pushing out content or information that helps people, because that's what I want to do through these means of these videos, was to basically give back and share the information that I know, okay? And that's just was my way of being able to help. So things are slowly growing, right, on the channel, as well as growing on the Discord. So it just makes it tougher. As things grow and you're only one person, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher, because I'm not 100 of me, and I can't replicate 100 of me. So, if I fail to respond to a question, guys, or a comment, please forgive me. I just cannot. I'm only one person, all right? And I know everybody wants to be able to make money and trade and understand how Mike trades and understand the strategy and all that stuff. That's why I make the videos. You just have to watch the videos. Trust in the videos, okay? And it's a process, okay? I was once there, and it takes time. But a lot of what I know I'm getting off topic here, but a lot of being successful in trading, you have to dig within yourself. You cannot get the answer from someone else, all right? Maybe something related to chart related, or the strategy, or what someone is actually viewing, but how to actually trade, and how do I go about my day actually trading? If certain things happen, I'll take a loss, whatever the case is. You got to figure out, was it something that you did, and why is it occurring? So that emotional piece, psychological piece, whatever it is, most times that's what affects or stands in the way of people being successful, and they don't know where to cut ties and to be able to cut their losses and just stop for the day, or whatever the case is, without blowing their account. So a lot of it, I talk about, there's 90% or more is more emotional than anything. And you have to understand, if you're struggling, most of it is due to you not being able to have the grasp, or place on the grasp on yourself, from a psychological standpoint. You're pushing yourself to levels to where you're chasing the market, and the market is designed, don't ever forget this, is designed to burn you. It wants to take your money. It is not your partner. It is not your friend. It is your worst enemy. Okay? All right? But on the flip side of that, I always say, the moment that you understand the powers that be who are driving, or the driving force of the market, then you play that game of chess with them, then that's when you'll be profitable. You got to think like that. I cannot force or tell someone and beat it into someone, whatever the case is. You can't just, you can't put those things in someone. You have to learn. No matter how much I try to talk about that conversation and beat that horse to death, that conversation, whatever the case is, you have to be able to understand the markets and how they move. The moment you understand how the markets move and who's pushing and pulling the markets, then that's when you'll be able to be successful. And that's what I guess the turning of the tide will be for you. But yes, getting back to what I was talking about if there's ever times where I just don't feel like I want to actually trade, only when I'm ill, and if there's just too much commotion, families visiting, whatever the case is, and I just can't separate myself And you know, who wants to separate themselves from their family? When family's visiting, you want to be around them. You want to be able to enjoy and you know, have entertainment going on for your guests or your loved ones, and you want to be part and interact in activities. So yeah, I mean, most times, but most times that's around the holidays, say for instance. But outside of that, there's really no other time that to where I just don't feel like trading unless a straight out emergency happens to where I just got to shut it off. Can't do it today, you know, then I would shut it all down or not even trade for the day, whatever the case is. But yeah, I can only count on my one hand, maybe 2 or 3 instances where I just, you know, just don't or would not want to trade for the day, whatever the case is. But now let's talk about why do I like to trade? Because I'm passionate about it, because I love doing it, because it's something that I've crafted and it's a skill set, and I never knew, you know, 10 years ago, say for instance, or more, 10 plus years ago, that I would be doing this today. And that's just funny how life is sometimes. We just don't know sometimes. Sometimes we bump up against things and of interest that open doors to us. And it's just that little piece on the inside of you says, pursue it and don't give up. And so that was what happened with me was the interest of an idea turned into something that opened a door for me that became a passion, which became a business for me. So yeah, I mean, I love getting up each and every day doing what I do. Is it because I get to do it from my own environment? Partially, but more so I love to do it because I'm passionate about it, because I know how the markets move, you know, primarily most of the times, and I feel like I'm part of the bigger picture in a sense. With the bigger players that are making those moves, I can make it with them. And trading is not for everyone. I will say that. You know, a lot of people test it out, they lose a bunch of money, and they just stop flat out trading, whatever the case is. That wasn't the case for me. I mean, there was a time where I felt like you know, when I first got into it in 2 years, and the 2 years where I was actually struggling to learn and understand, that I just kind of wanted to give up. But you will know if you're passionate about what you do, because there will be every part of you, every fiber on the inside of you will continue to push you ahead and give you motivation and drive, even when you just feel like you just can't do no more. Like, you know, you running that race, and you just feel like I'm tired, I'm ready to give up. Yeah, I've been there, but there's something always in the inside of me that's gave me a little bit more spark, a little bit more power or fire to push forward. And that's what led me to where I'm at today. And I'm thankful, you know. I guess it was, you know, a gift that was given there that is on the inside of me, that and the passion there. And if you don't have passion for anything, you don't have drive or ambition, you're not going to go far in life. You know, you may get to a point you're just going to be stuck where you're at, you know, wherever that is. But people who are ambitiously driven, behind passion or fueled by passion, those are going to be some of the most successful people, guys, and they will be, because they'll go to the ends, they'll go to endless lengths to accomplish something, and that's what happened for me. It probably took me longer than most people in a sense, because I didn't pay for someone's training. I'm self-taught, but I went through the struggles. Okay. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I just, you know, for me, I can't really say that I get up each and every day and I just don't feel like, you know, trading, or there are days where I just get up and I just don't want to trade. No. Even when I'm up for the week, whatever the case is, I still want to trade. You know, other days where I can just shut the trading down because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were great days for me. Oh, I don't need to trade Thursday and Friday. Of course. But then I'm not being fair to myself and not being fair to the business itself of trading, because just like working for an employer, Monday through Friday is a job, it's a business. So I have to be at it every single day, okay? Regardless if I made, you know, my goal for in the first 2 days or the first 3 days, I want to do it every single day, okay? I want to keep pushing myself, not say the limits, but to keep pushing myself to see, you know, just become better and better and better at actual trading, you know? And that's the thing about trading. It's a skill set, and you will become better and better the more you spend time and experience doing it. It just comes with the territory. But yes, that's all I want to talk with you guys about today. I'm sure you guys probably will chime in, and I look for you to leave comments and let me know as well. You know, is there times where you ever feel like you just don't feel like trading? You know, you don't want to trade for the day, or your instance is kind of similar to mine in a sense of, yep, when I'm sick or ill, when I have family around or whatever the case is, visiting. So what are some times, if in your own personal lives, to where you just kind of shut things down because today is not the day, I need to take time away type thing. So let me know. Love to hear the comments. And that was my, answer, personally. So hope you guys found some value in the video today, even though it was kind of a one-on-one and kind of explaining to you my thoughts and why I don't trade, or on the days that I don't trade, which is very slim, but there are a few times during the year where I just step away from the computer, whatever the case is, and if I'm not there, you don't guys see me online, it's because of one or the other. I'm ill, have family around, and that's pretty much the only two instances. But outside of that, I appreciate you guys tuning in, watching today's video. If you're a first-time subscriber, please take the time to click on the red subscribe button below. Click on the bell next to it. Make sure to turn your post notifications on so that you never miss one of the uploads here on this channel, okay? As well, if you're interested in joining our great Discord community, we do have one here on the channel. I'll show you. We have about 500 members who trade futures, okay? So if you're a futures trader and you're interested in joining this great group of traders, simply look down below, click on the link, invite yourself into the Discord channel. It's free of charge. You may ask what it is. It is a community. We have a few channels set up. There's one for the called general chat, where future traders can converse and talk about different things surrounding the future markets. Whether it's prop firms you may be interested in trying to complete or finish, or whatever the case is, to get funded. I never trade with any prop firms, guys, but I know it's more so over the last several years that it's really become more popular. So when I started my own capital and moved forward from there and build an account. But today there are opportunities, and I really don't know much about them, to be honest with you, because I really haven't looked too much into them because I don't have interest in that field, because I don't need it. But there are some traders out there that could take advantage of that. So anyways, just certain topics, various topics that the individuals who are future traders that talk about, and you can talk about general conversation over the general chat within the Discord channel. But we also have a trading floor, which is set up for the intraday session, to where we as traders come together. I'm in that group. We talk about our levels, our zones of interest, areas that we're looking to take trades from, and we engage in actual trades, through the session, or whatever the case is, and we're throwing out areas where we're taking a trade from, those type things. So if you're interested in joining the community, guys, please find the link down in the description portion of the video below and join. Outside of that, that's all I have for you guys. Take care and have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.